Now, let's make one for this adorable Shih Tzu, a very beautiful, cute shape. Then, what shape is the Shih Tzu's fur? The hair is silky, so is our model. It is exactly the same shape as our Shih Tzu. We have to make it submit. And then real dogs, too, if it is more fluffy. We might use some special shampoos, let it become more vertical shape. So let's make this for it now. If you feel smooth, I would probably do layers from the bottom. I might even spray it with a little water. And then I might end up with a real comb. Be obedient after combing layer by layer. The last surface layer grabs. Then of course, you must first use a demarcation comb to divide the hair in the middle. The two sides are very neatly divided. After the division, we comb it with a needle. When you must comb down, it must be because of the needle comb that it gathers the hairs in one place. It's not scattered. So after we comb this half like this, half as well, comb it out from the bottom. Then I can also spray some of my anti-static water. Let it obey a little bit. And then the last one comes down. And then the feeling of Sish Maltese's slick fur did this. Including the hair here is also open down. You can spray some water. Comb down, layer by layer. If you want a large area combed, it may fall. What about those fluff inside? Its a verticality cannot be done. Then a row comb can be used. The hog parts at the back, I let it tilt up a little bit like this. This is outward. All the hair is combed out for it. Well, after reaching this level, I started to do its head beauty. Okay, so what if I'm going to cut its feet first? If you cut it right now, maybe some of the hair on the inside may not be cut. So what if we turn it upside down? Go here, flip over, give it the hair on the inside and cut it off first. Then so is our real dog. The edges of the feet are also trimmed like this. The inside of the leg to the hair in the middle, including this particularly long one, were done for it in advance. Okay, let's put it down now. We are at this position now. Give it a little support. I made it this place, assuming it had knee support. This is his knee joint. Oh, hocks. And I gave him this place, cut a bevel out. I make sure the hair on this place must be tilted up. How to tilt it up? It's all about my thickness, this thickness under their legs. So I'm going to make this up a home for it first. Because of this inclined plane. My flying knot hair can be tilted up. So I'm going to put this, do it over and over again. I'm going to make it tilt up in this shape. I can also use curved scissors. You can do it the other way around if this position is really a dog. So it's when this position is done. Our hocks can be warped perfectly. After that, our dog was very vivid. Subtraction on the side. Gently vertical with your hand, like this. Press it. And use scissors to basically level the desktop. Round past, round to the direction of the waist, okay? We'll do it again. It feels a bit like cocaine. The way is very similar, okay? After cutting it here, because the hair in the middle of the model dog is relatively small, this is okay, because if our real dog is also the hair of this place, we can cut it short. The fur in front of us also comes and goes with our hands. After all, pressing it a little bit it starts to do this hairy front leg of it. And then it's an arc. It's very much like a line from a cocker stick. After the circle comes, go round it in this way. The front can be slightly shorter than the back. If it is also a real dog, it's also short in front. The goal is that it doesn't step on its fur when it walks. If it's too long, it might step on its fur. So the front can be a little shorter. I will slowly circle it here. After the circle goes in, we're going to round it out. Places like this. It doesn't happen all at once. It's perfect. So we're going to comb down more. There'll be more. It will come out soon. I'll fix that for it when it comes out. Then ours will be very neat in the future. The front legs are slightly shorter than the hind legs. It's a circle. Then here's the one that slowly arcs to the waist from this piece. And then just make a little beveled section from here. It goes back to my front leg. Make an arc like this. And then there's this little arc here. Come diagonally like this. Then the words of the hawk's hair. We tilt it up. In this way, the trimming of the corners on our side is over. Then this shape on my side has been made. And I'll let it take the lead to fix the other side first. Okay. Just a little bit of compaction because you can't let it be trimmed when it's tilted up. Shoot first and trim the circle of its front legs first. Oh, after the circle is done, this is a bevel. Okay? Then go and cut the back of it, the hair in this place, to knock it off like this. Because our real dogs are also small slopes like this. This way, I can clearly see the shape of my legs. Okay, I might have to stand over there and fix that place. It can be repaired. So we're going to trim this position on his left now. Then I'll press it a little with scissors. This is his knee socket. Then I'll comb out that line of hair for it. And then we're going to do this circle of corners in front of, and it's still the same. I just cut it now so it doesn't make a thickness. If it doesn't come out of this thickness, its hair will collapse. So after I pop it up now, you start this section and you make the thickness. With this thickness, the words of my flying knot hair, that is when it looks very three-dimensional, it will tilt up. Okay, so now that's our little Shih Tzu Maltese. They are all on the bridge of the nose. The hair on this one is not cut. How do you do that? That's the width of the bridge of our nose. We're going to grow a tuft of hair, leave a tuft of hair according to the width of the bridge of the nose. Then the hair below is what we have to cut off. What about the fur in this place? We're going to comb back, give it like a princess head, put a rubber band on it. Ouch, yo, put a rubber band on it from the corner of the eye, our model. Just behind the corner of the eye. Just going from the outer corner of the eye to the outer corner of the eye after taking the hair out. I'm going to tie it in front of this head first, and then while doing this, we just let it bulge and watch, because after all, it is that kind of Shih Tzu dog. The drum has the feeling of bulging. It looks better. Okay, now split the line. Just take the hair on this half of its head. It's the hair halfway from the occipital bone to this frontal end. And then there's a Shih Tzu of color. It's black and white. Then when we assign this pattern, when assigning its flower type, we make it symmetric, right and left. I can use it this way. You can also spray some anti-static. Comb the hair On the front, well, comb the shredded hair straight. Okay, then what? No problem later. Just use a rubber band. From front to back. Add a little tweet. And I want it back, then I'll take the back here because of the position of the rubber band. I let it pull back a little bit. What if I don't think I can pull it? Then we can also use this method, move back a little bit because it is a Shih Tzu after all. It wants this drum to look better. Then what if your sheep thinks it has a little bit, it's not full enough? Then I'll pull it out of these places. Now what about the one in front of its head when it's done? We just, because it's a Shih Tzu after all, we still put this little hair on its head. And I shaped it a little bit like a sheep. Fan it out. Then we can spray a little bit. Then I asked him to bend back a little. All those little broken hairs were glued to it. Then we have a small hair accessory. Put it on. Put it on. After bringing it, and we just let it, the head shape is ready. Then I'll turn around first and comb the hair on the back of it. Okay? So now this is what it looks like when it's done. The next step was to fix his mouth, okay? So now we're going to start grooming one of his little mouths for him. The words of that mouth, the wool next to us, you look like this mouth here. I'm going to comb it out on both sides. So what we're going to trim is, this position. And what about our cute style? That we might fix very, very small mouths. What about its width, just outside the corner of the eye? Then, if the chin is that length, if I still make it in proportion to its head, the head should be a little bigger. The chin will be shorter. It looks very cute. Then what we do first is to cut out the hair in the middle of the chin first. Cut all the way to his neck. Then this piece must be attached to its neck. And then like the words of now on this side, we can also make it very short. Yes, we can light up this place. His skin can, well, after cutting his chin, let's go again, do his cheeks, the sides of the cheeks. That's right, out of the corner of his eye, which is my fixed position. I can also go and fix this position outside the corner of the eye first. A semicircle, small span. How about this one? Where to cut it? It's the outside of the inner corner of the eye. Don't cut it. Also out of the corner of the eye. After reaching this level, we're going to refine it. This little semicircular fluff on the mouth. We try to make its mouth as small as possible. And then what? It looks so cute. After that, this one from our sheet, well, that's how the face shape is fixed. Well, then our whole body has been groomed. We're going to install its nice tail. Screw it up. Screw it up. And then the Shih Tzu tail is the shape we want the Shih Tzu tail to be. Make it a very nice tassel like this. What about after this? Our Shih Tzu is trimmed.